Welcome back to Good Day Stateline. We love great cocktail recipes here on GDS, especially during the holidays. And you know what? We love them even better when we have an expert telling us all about them. Tonight we have Sommelier Theo Rutherford sharing his spirits ideas with us. Hey Theo, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Ready for the holiday season because all of the best food and drinks are in front of us. Well, they're in front of you. I just have a coffee mug. What do you think we need to make sure we have on hand for our holiday parties this season?
Honestly, get whatever you like, and I truly mean that. And the reason behind it is there's already enough stress that you're going through from the holiday season, whether it's buying that last-minute gift, making sure you avoid the relative you don't like, whatever it is, there's already enough of that. So just get what you like, because honestly, if you like eating it, you like drinking it, and you like the people around you, or you like being alone, either way, then it's a recipe for success for you.
I love that. I also love that not only do you have the great drinks in front of you, but you have them poured and they're in different glasses because you're really supposed to drink like white wine and sparkling wine and red wine out of different glasses. Aren't we supposed to do that?
There definitely are glasses that are made for that. I will say that people at home don't need 37 different glasses. I know that there are companies are going to kill me for saying that right now. But honestly, two different types of glasses work really, really well. I actually usually drink my champagne out of a wine glass too, because I can get a little bit more of the aromas out of it. But two different types of wine glasses at home, so long as you have at least something that works for your red and your white and something that works for your bubbles, things go pretty well.
Okay. So what kind of drinks should we be grabbing this holiday season?
So honestly, nothing says holidays like champagne, right? You pop that cork, everybody's happy. So bourgeois champagne is what I always recommend for people. The reason behind it is it's just bright, it's fresh. There's not as much sugar in it as some other champagnes, so it brings a really lovely acidity to the party. It also means beautiful joy, so you're automatically bringing joy to somebody as you bring that bottle, and it's just a really lovely, lovely champagne to be able to have on hand.
It looks good.
We try. And then for people that are looking for their holiday meals, as they're starting to plan that, I always tell people to have a white and a red on hand at all times, because that way you don't know what people are going to want to eat, you don't know what people are going to want to drink. That way you please everybody. So the white that I always recommend is something like a Chardonnay, specifically the Sonoma Coast Chardonnay from the Calling, where this is concerned. The reason behind that is Sonoma Coast is a little bit colder, so you get something that has a little bit of fruit, that really nice acid on the backbone, just a touch of oak, but it's a Chardonnay that honestly, even Chardonnay drinkers will absolutely love. Then if you need something a little bit bigger and bolder for other things on the table, you have something like Josh Cellar's Reserve, specifically the North Coast Reserve Cabernet Sauvignon. North Coast for me brings elegance to the table. So it's a little bit softer. You have really lovely blackberries. The tannins are kind of velvety and lovely. It pairs perfectly with your bigger, bolder dishes on the table. Or if you're not hungry anymore because you've had 3 servings and you need to step away from the table, it drinks perfectly on its own too.
That's the most important glass of wine, is the one when you step away from the table.
And then for those people that like spirits, can't go wrong with bourbon. I love Bibb & Tucker 6-year small batch bourbon. For me, it's great, especially with desserts like an apple pie, or neat in a glass in my hand, and I'm a very happy camper. You can also do cocktails with it, like the one we have in front of us that has a little bit of coffee liqueur and sherry, which sort of brings in a little nice toasty note and a little sweetness. You can do old fashions with it. You can do Manhattans. You can kind of do anything you want with this, but it's a really lovely way to either start or end your meal. Bourbon always, always, always finds its way to my table.
Well, it looks like your table is pretty stacked, from appetizers to entrees to dessert. Where can we go to get some more information, your recommendations or about this wine or food pairings? Where should you send us online?
So for everything I talked about today, and if you're looking for gifts or things along those lines, deutschfamily.com has everything you need to know about these brands and plenty of others.
I love these kind of gifts. They're my favorite. Thank you so much for spending some time with us today.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
We'll be right back with more Good Day Stateline.